حمله دفاعی بود، همین پرخون هوایی این عزیزان که می‌بینید صدایشون بود و اونجا.
After days of wondering whether they will or they won't,
We're operating at full force to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel.
Israel appears to have retaliated for Iran's unprecedented missile and drone strike. Iran activated its air defenses after 3 explosions were heard near the Shikari Army airbase in the Isfahan province. Iran's space agency said several drones had been shot down and there had been no missile attack for now. Immediately after the news broke, multiple airlines started diverting their flights, and Iran later announced that it was grounding commercial flights in Tehran and across areas of the western and central regions. The attack also coincided with the 85th birthday of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Isfahan is no run-of-the-mill city. It is the site of nuclear experimental reactors and uranium conversion facilities. It is also home to Iran's underground Natanz enrichment site, which has been repeatedly targeted by suspected Israeli sabotage attacks. Isfahan also houses Iran's fleet of US-made F-14 Tomcats that were brought before the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Even before the attack on Iran, the country's powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps had warned that it would attack Israel's nuclear sites if the country struck Iran's nuclear facilities. Post the attack, the IRGC said the nuclear facilities in Isfahan are completely secure. While the world is alarmed by the seemingly tit-for-tat attacks, the reaction from both Iran and Israel has been muted to say the least. While Israel authorities have not confirmed a strike, Iran has refused to acknowledge the possibility of an Israeli attack. In fact, it is the US which is claiming that Israel took revenge on Iran. Washington says it received an advance notice of the strike, but did not endorse it or play any part in its execution. No official word from Israel, and the limited nature of the strike may provide Iran a position of strategic deniability. But if Israel does own up to the strike, all eyes will be on how Iran responds. A day before the attack on Iran, the country's President Ibrahim Raisi had warned that even the slightest retaliation by Israel will lead to a painful response. If the strike on Iran was indeed by Israel, it appears to be a limited response to the 300 missiles and drones that Iran had launched at it. Even Netanyahu's own national security minister appeared to be mocking it with this one-word post in Hebrew, which roughly translates to feeble. After weeks of soaring tensions following Israel's deadly strike on an Iranian diplomatic compound in Damascus and Tehran's missile barrage on Israeli territory, the limited action in Iran appears to be an attempt by both sides to de-escalate the situation. Even Iran's recent attack on Israel, which featured hundreds of projectiles launched with a lot of advance warning, was probably designed to look daring while keeping death and destruction to a minimum. Israel had vowed to respond in kind, but has been under pressure from the Biden administration and other allies to show restraint to avoid provoking a wider regional conflict. Perhaps the two sides are hoping the exchanges so far are enough to satisfy domestic audiences without requiring further escalation. But the world is watching with bated breath as to how the situation unfolds in a region that has already been on edge due to the 6-month-long war in Gaza.